What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris. I'm going to be casting a very, very special game. It is, or was called by Narcosis as the worst game of Dota. Well, hold on, let me just get it right. Worst game of Dota ever played by something, anytime, anywhere. It was a really bad game of Dota. That's what I mean to say. See, I don't know if I just tap into it, if I could actually keep talking and it'll still record, but hell, we're just gonna go with it. Apparently, this game is awful, and as you can see below on your YouTube video timer, it's also really freaking long. So we're gonna be here for the long haul. But I was promised awful gameplay, and I will hopefully try to make some sort of sense of it. So we're just going to, I'm gonna go figure out exactly what he said. Ever played by anyone, anywhere, ever. It's the worst game. That's, just quotes, direct quotes right there. But before we get started, let's go over who is going to be playing what on the Radiant side. We have the heroes. Narcosis is going to be playing the Brewmaster, the person who so dubbed this game the worst. We have Last Game playing the Bounty Hunter, and judging by how long this game is, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually was his last game. Like hell, I'm going to say that, playing the Viper, going in the mid lane. Stock Silver is going to be playing the Timbersaw up top. Joining him is going to be the Spectre, the classic Spectre Timbersaw combo. Will MXD on Spectre. On the Dire side, we have Dante playing the Lich, along with the always progressing Softnik. Okay, fair enough. Oh wait, okay. So we have Softnik on the Batrider. Mid lane we got Misa playing the Razor. We have Slayer on the Darkseer. I'm assuming they're all always progressing, and Monster Kill on the Tiny. So as this is apparently the worst game ever, let's see how early we could start off with the horrible plays. Usually they start off in the picking phase, but I mean these team comps actually, they're not the worst. I mean, the Radiant are kind of low on supports, and Narcosis is kind of eating a lot of damage. I think he should be fine though. Radiant really light on support heroes. Wouldn't really consider Bounty Hunter Brewmaster a very strong lane, nor would I consider Timbersaw Spectre to be really strong lane. But you know what? It's AP, and it's a not exactly the highest level game. The Dire team is actually pretty stacked on their lane comp. It's pretty damn good. You got nice support, you got a carry in the Tiny, you got an offlane hero with Darkseer. Unfortunately, that actually doesn't mean anything because they laned it with dual lanes, so team comp doesn't really matter that much. So the second stage where people can mess up is getting a courier, which we do have couriers on both ends. So that is, that checkbox is checked, and we're going to see where else we could see screw-ups. And, of course, I think the next spot to look would be the item build. Batrider, starting off with a Stout Shield, and Batrider, it's always a little bit questionable, under any range hero, really. It's a little bit questionable starting off with a Stout Shield. I mean, there are fringe cases when it's good, but in a Batrider Lich lane, I mean, it's not going to help. I mean, it's dual ranged versus, what the worst lane he could have faced against was a Viper or something. That's really it. So Stout Shield, I would say, a little bit of a waste. Dante is stacked up on regen, didn't spend all his gold actually, so I can't really say anything about that. Quelling Blade on the Bounty Hunter instead of a Stout Shield. I would have liked to see Quelling Blade not on anyone in this lane, to Stout Shield instead. If you are up against so many ranged heroes, or even so many heroes that could hit you hard like Darkseer or Tiny, you really want that Stout Shield. Then we have Brewmaster, who I believe already burned through a salve, starting out with Tango's Bracer. Looks like he's going to rush drums as soon as possible. Going for this Robe of the Magi, probably not the best idea. You do want to, most of the time, and this is one of those times, open up with something like Boots first, or at least finish the Bracer. 6 intelligence won't really help you all that much, but in this lane in particular, whenever you're up against a Batrider, in any lane ever, you want to get a magic stick, because every time he puts down that napalm, you get free stuff, and who could say no to free stuff? Mid lane, the starting items looking actually pretty good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, I would say. Something a little bit silly about Razor getting unstable current, which doesn't work with anything that Viper has except for Viper Strike, but maybe he doesn't know that. I mean, if you see the poison attack coming and you think it's a spell, and I mean, you're like, unstable current should work, right? So you can't really fault him too hard for that, but this mid lane, is going to be, well, Viper auto-attacking for one, but he has about the same amount of CS as the Razor, so I guess it's working. It's working. He's not being aggressive at all. Top lane, we have some pretty good item builds from the Radiant. Dire, Tiny did start off with that Soul Ring. Looks like Darkseer going to opt to build into his. Wants to open up with that Soul Ring. Does indicate he wants to be a little bit aggressive, and he really can be aggressive against this Radiant lane. They don't really have that much going for them. I guess Timbersaw does have a little bit of early game damage with his, Whirling Death Timber Chain if he does land it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have the toss combo lined up. Fire in the hole! Boom! Grenade! Now Will MXD. Well, that was the best vacuum of all time right there. Slayer really living up to his name with that level 1 vacuum. It's damn hard to land a level 1 vacuum, I'm not going to lie. So I guess you can't really fault him too much for doing that. But now he's completely out of mana. Oh, we have a giant wraparound gank. We got the, what is that, your like IP address or something? Why would you have that as your name ever? That doesn't make any sense. He's going to slip out of there alive, but good aggression coming out from the Razor, at least forcing the Viper out of the lane. Judging by how long this game is, I think First Blood should happen at around 30 minutes. So we'll get to that, and then we'll cross that bridge when we actually do come to it. This bottom lane from the Radiant, not really having that great a time. Dire are leading pretty handily as far as the gold per minute is concerned. Not really surprising, considering that they have just overall better early game heroes. I mean, the only one who's really keeping up is actually surprisingly last game. I guess the Quelling Blades, 2 Blades of Attack, plus the Janata hits is enough to get 12 CS. Some high rollers up in here. Same as the Razor, wow. Bounty Hunter. You cannot keep this man down. I mean, if he didn't have his Quelling Blade, if he had Stout Shield instead, he would have like 3 CS. But here we go, top lane. In a little bit of trouble potentially, as always, progressing Misa. Looking to score some kills up on this top lane, although it looks like they realize that they're missing. I don't know what these guys are doing down there. Or all the way up here, rather. Because there's actually nothing to be scared of. You see the Viper, you see the top lane. They're just chilling. So fair enough. I guess they just don't want to get experience. Experience is really overrated. It's all about the gold. If you're not getting CS, if you're just getting experience, really, what are you doing with your life? You should really rethink pretty much everything. At this time, both of these guys should have magic sticks, hell, even magic wands by now. Instead of going for these, well, I guess phase boots is okay. Just get yourself out of the range of the Firefly. But it could be a lot better. What is this item that he's packing? Is this an Aghanim's Basher? Holy crap. What could be better? This is better. That is so freaking true. Alright, so we have nothing happening in this game. We should have some rather correct skill builds. Yeah, Tiny, he's got 3. He's going to toss creeps at these guys who are having the time of their lives, getting absolutely nothing. I mean, skill builds, item builds aren't too wonky. I mean, Razor, I would recommend possibly delaying Eye of the Storm just a little bit. And not getting Unstable Current against the Viper. But really, everything else is pretty standard. There's nothing too weird going on about this. So I guess we're just going to have to sit back and wait. And I feel like we're going to be doing that a lot this game. There's going to be an awful lot of sitting back and waiting, at least from what I hear of it. We might not. We might see like a huge burst of action. I could be just lied to, but odds are they're just going to chill. We're just going to chill until this game hits the hour mark, and then it's going to be an explosion of action, and it should be a lot of fun. Look at that! Wow, the map awareness from the Viper. Checking the 8-minute rune. Gonna snatch it. 8-minute rune goes to the Viper. I think both of the other runes went to Misa. Let's see what Viper could do with this. So first of all, he's going to send one to fool the bottom lane. I think Viper, no, he can't actually get a kill on Razor. Razor's actually pretty good against Viper. I mean, he's not really great at taking the chip damage from the venom attack, poison attack. Poison, venom, it's all the same thing. It's actually not the same thing, but it's pretty much similar. But yeah, he's not really good at taking that chip damage, but then again, who is? Fortunately for him, we have Mr. IP address not actually harassing him with his poison attack at all, which is like, why would you pick Viper and not do that? That's the most fun part about playing Viper. Always progressing. Oh, got the static link, so he's going to be draining out damage Now that when the bounty hunter hits things, he's going to heal them. But here we go. We have Narcosis coming in with the big clap and the split. Progressing Misa should be in a huge amount of trouble. Throw the rock on him and seal the deal. Shuriken toss, not going to matter. It's going to be the immolation from the Fire Panda, I think, getting the kill. Narcosis drawing first blood. And here we go. IP address a little bit late to the party. But it doesn't matter because Vipe no te veo. I speak no Spanish, or I guess Viper didn't see you? Or Viper didn't call you missing, or something like that. Viper no te... Yeah, that's like he didn't see you. Ni yo ati jaja. I think it's like they didn't call... He didn't call you missing, and then the other guy's like, well, he didn't call you missing either. That is what my fifth grade Spanish education is telling me. Oh, someone was in Viz. Oh, top lane. We got a little bit of trouble for Will MXD. He's going to survive the toss. And Monster Kill's got to move back. This is actually not the optimum skill build. I'll go over that in a little bit. But we have IP address down here with the phase boots, trying to do some big damage. Unfortunately, he decided to go... Well, I guess there's no surge on this Darkseer, so... I just like naturally assumed that he had surge. So next time IP address, how about you go for the person who can't just run out of your poison attack? Although when there's a Darkseer on the other side, I guess kind of anyone can, in theory. Like in theory, surge would be put onto anyone and they'll just be able to escape your wrath. But in actuality, I don't think the Radiant team knows this, but there's actually no surge on the Darkseer. But no one tell him that. Oh, Dante, you gotta watch yourself. I mean, actually, maybe not. He can turn this around on Bounty Hunter if Bounty Hunter gets a little bit too over-aggressive, although we do have an invisible Viper coming in. This bot lane is about to be a huge bloodbath. Narcosis just chilling. He's playing the bait role for now, and we have the double invisibility gank. Dante, you gotta run, Dante. Oh no, the Chain Frost could actually wreck them right now. Oh, here we go. Initiation on Dante. Let's see his reaction speed. Frost Nova, Chain Frost. This is gonna wreck the Radiant team. No, it's not. It's gonna escape. The Chain Frost is running away. Narcosis is gonna close the gap for the slam. He's gonna slow down Sofnik, and the crits coming out. He's standing in the fire. He's gonna burn. He's gonna live at 6 HP. Oh my god, you lucky bastard. Everyone's so lucky. These guys. Things could have been so different. He's going to teleport back to the base. Everyone is going to live. If you had the magic stick, you wouldn't have to make me panic. But you know what? That was all planned from the Radiant team. That was actually the plan to, take the Chain Frost away by having it first go to the Bounty Hunter, then the Viper, then the Brewmaster, and then down to the creeps over here that no one cares about. That was just all according to plan. So it actually worked out. Ooh, Monster Kill actually taking a good amount of damage walking into that Chakram. I would recommend caution. But yeah, it actually worked out pretty damn well for the Radiant team. I guess the Dire were a little bit unfortunate there. I mean, that Chain Frost should have killed them, but bullshit Chain Frost bounces. What are you going to do, man? Sometimes Chain Frost, sometimes Paralyzing Cask actually does nothing for you because it's like you throw it and then all of a sudden a neutral comes out of nowhere. And of course it's like a Mud Golem, but it's a Mud Golem that could be hit with Chain Frost. It's just one of those types of spells. Looks like Softnik has grown tired of the bottom lane. I don't know why. He should have had the easiest bot lane in the world. He's instead going to jungle for just a little bit. He does have, 2 on the appropriate jungle skills, and he's going to leave Dante down here to deal with last game, but Dante's actually just manning up. He doesn't care about this Bounty Hunter. Last game is just, he actually does have to worry about the Sentry Ward. We got Dante packing the sentries. He's about 11 minutes too late, but hell, I mean, when you get ganked by a double invisibility squad, the first thing on your mind when you revive is, hell, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. I don't think that is going to happen again, just because Viper got a lucky invis rune. Oh, Viper's warding as well. Hell, if there's no support on your team, you might as well take that role. Not bad from Mr. IP address. I don't think this is his. Oh, that was his. That was an older set of wards. Oh, impressive. The mid lane taking the initiative in order to, ward himself. So, it's not optimal for Viper. You would generally want to go for something that either makes you survive or do damage, and spending your money on observer wards does neither of those things. But you know what? It's all about doing what's good for the team. An IP address understands what's good for the team. In the meantime, bottom lane, we have maxed out Avalanche. Tiny's going to push this wave as much as he can. He actually has a ton of mana in his build. Soul Ring and Arc Boots. He should be able to spam out pretty much a never-ending supply of rocks and throwables and stuff. However, I don't think he's doing enough damage to kill the Brewmaster unless there's a Chain Frost involved, which there is a Chain Frost available. Got Viper moving in. Sentries are still up, so if Blue ever decides to come, which I don't think he will, they will be prepared, but for now, they're just going to fall right on back. 14 minutes in, we got 3 kills going the way of the Radiant, but it looks like things are about to heat up as Sofnik does join this bottom fight, and Narcosis, he does have his ultimate. So I don't think there's any way for the Dire to kill him unless they have a perfect stun lock. But judging from what I've seen so far, the odds of a perfect stun lock are very, very low. Last game, gonna spot out the Razor, and now we have a Haunt. If you reality into this, you're a fool. There you go. Just a scouting haunt just to figure out where everyone is. Good play by Will MXD, but you can't really do anything on this lane anyway, so you might as well just try to be a utility role. I mean, I guess that's kind of the deal for everyone, right? They just can't do anything, so we might as well be utility. Everyone is going to be utility. But here we go. These sentry wards are up, and IP address Fearless going to use his slow on Misa, and then hopefully Narcosis can do the rest of the job. There's the split. Avalanche not going to hit, so that is going to force the split out safely. Chain Frost going to whiff once again, only going to hit Viper. In the meantime, just here comes the Timbersaw, going to kill off the Lich. Sofnix is on the run. The Immolation not quite enough. Is there a rock? There is. I don't know if it's going to happen. There's the rock, as well as the secondary Timber Chain. Silver is going to claim 2 kills. Can he get the third? He's going to get tossed up in there just to use Whirling Death. A little bit too late, but Viper coming in from behind. It is going to put the Radiant team at a 7-0 lead. Not bad. Not bad. Timbersaw teleporting in, getting a couple kills, and then making out like a bandit. He's going to survive just a little bit more, spending all his mana going back to the base, because why not? Unfortunately for the Radiant, there were I don't think there were any track kills involved in that. And Spectre was not able to jump into that fight with Haunt because she just used it. But you know what? A whole series of kills is a whole series of kills, really. You can't be too upset about that. Lich's Chain Frost once again whiffing, as Viper did drag the entirety of that Chain Frost away. Bounty Hunter was invisible, and I think he just bailed after that. I don't know. I should really just try to keep track of how many tracks there are. But yeah, I don't think the Radiant got as much as they could have, but hell, 7-0, I'd be happy with this advantage that they have right now. Wow, Viper. He's really all about that vision, isn't he? I mean, he's going for a Yasha, which I do like. I mean, you could go for tanky items on Viper, but you know that's not fun. You got to go for the real heavy hitting items, because you're going to be dueling Razor and you're going to be dueling Tiny and stuff like that. So you need to do the damage. Blade of Alacrity is a good first step. Although spending 300 gold on Observer Wards, probably not so much. He probably could have, or I guess he spent even more than that. He got this set of Observer Wards as well, so yeah, he could have had his Yasha almost up by now. But you know what? He's doing what he can do for the team. Top lane, they're going to try to go for Slayer. Narcosis moving in for the clap. He's going to completely whiff, hesitating just a little bit too much. That's what happens when you, I mean, clap actually does have a pretty large range. I think it has, it seems like it affects a little bit more range than it looks like it will. I mean, the clap AoE looks a little bit smaller. Silver actually going deep for this Darkseer, but now he's pinned in without any mana, without much hope. Here comes Misa, here comes Monster Kill, and Sarks stalks Silver. I'm sorry, man. He knows his, oh, he's going to juke the Avalanche, but he cannot juke the toss. First blood for the Dire has been spilled. It is the Timbersaw that does go down as the rest of his team just pieces on out of there. No split. I think with a split, they could have, well, I mean, there's 5 up here, so probably good that they got out of there. But everyone else is just going to chill. Meanwhile, the Dire are actually going to use this kill momentum to try to go for a tier 1 tower. They do have maxed out toss. They do have 2 sets of Arc Boots, 1 on the Tiny, 1 on the Darkseer. Any on the Lich? No, not quite yet. The Lich is going to go straight for Mech. I do like that decision. With the maxed out toss, though, with the amount of crushing power that they have on their heroes, just through design. Oh, there we go. Tossing in Dante to use the Frost Armor in the back. Last game, though, staying a little bit too long. Going to get back to back after taking a Avalanche to the face. That Flame Break did hit absolutely nothing. But they got the tower, and they got a free kill out of that. Not too sure what the Bounty Hunter was doing there. I guess it's another case of the classic pub, I have invisibility, therefore I will never, ever, ever, ever die. kind of mentality, which is, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you could see the results for yourself, because seems to me that Bounty Hunter's dead. And he's going for Perseverance. Is this what I think it is? It probably is. A Battle Fury Bounty Hunter. Hey, there's nothing more satisfying than getting guaranteed crits with a Quelling Blade, with Cleave. I mean, you can kill an entire creep wave with that. It's like, Magnus, move over, Magnus. Sven, you don't need that. You gotta get Chrysalis for that. I have it built in. Of course, I guess they just have to kind of get the Cleave, where the other heroes do have Cleave kind of built in. But you know what? That's the logic. That's the logic, and we don't have time for logic. We have time for killing Misa, though. There's the slowdown. Let's see if he could actually turn on his poison attack and kill him. Although, is he solo, single casting it? I think he was single casting it. We're gonna check one more time. I mean, single casting it is great and everything. No, he's not single casting it at all. I didn't think so. He's just right clicking. That is confidence coming from IP address. Does get his Yasha with all the wards. Man, this Viper's not doing too bad. Although, I mean, you could have auto casted it. You could have orb walked there. The thing is, you should probably just use poison attack in some way instead of not using it, because it's extra damage. It is some extra damage, and who knows? Maybe Razor is like a god among men, and he could survive that gank. I mean, he's pretty dead, but it's good to use it. This Viper definitely has to be a little bit more aggressive with his poison attack, especially when you have a level 4 poison attack. That has a 0-second cooldown. Level 3 actually is when it gets 0-second cooldown, but level 4 is, you know, not much better than level 3. He could go super aggressive on Sofnik right now if he wants to. He could just, you know, spam out poison attack after poison attack. He does have another Viper Strike available. That was a dead Batrider if he decided to do it, but I guess Viper doesn't exactly know the extent or the power of his hero. He could just walk right in and kill out this Batrider. I guess he does kind of have to worry about the high ground. Misa can kind of defend his Batrider friend with the static link. So, yeah. But the point is, you could go aggressive on heroes in that situation. Because Viper is a pretty beastly early mid-game hero. 304 kind of reflects that, although it could be a lot more. I mean, I haven't been keeping my eyes totally on this Viper, but like right now, you could just go for it. Just Viper Strike that. No, he's just gonna poke him. I mean, there are lots of heroes missing, but they see 3 of them with a track on the track on the bot lane. So that was another kill that the Viper could have acquired. So when you're Viper, you gotta be a little bit more aggressive than this guy. Your slowing power and your damage just from Viper Strike alone is something that you should not underestimate, because it is intense. And hell, even if you're poking at the enemy for a couple times, it may not seem like much, but you could bet your ass that they are like pissed off. They are so annoyed at your constant harassment, even though you may not see it as a large factor. They do, so make sure you do that. Valiant defense from the Dire team. They're going to, at the same time, push the bottom lane, I suppose. Looks like just this mere presence of these 3 heroes terrifying enough to drive the Radiant back as the other heroes on the bot lane, just putting as much pressure as they possibly can. Let's do another quick item check. See how our items are developing. It looks like we're going to see a pipe up eventually, or I guess a hood into pipe, for the Darkseer. Won't help them against Timbersaw at all. Help them a little bit against the Viper, and that's it. I mean, there's a couple of sorted things, but I don't know if the pipe is entirely fantastic as much on the Dire team as much as it would be on the Radiant team. But who's going to get a pipe here? They're going to go all for perseverances of their own, because you got to get that perseverance. It's regeneration. How can you say, oh, kill Dante? No, you're not going. Viper Strike. Oh, they're going to instead clump up for the Avalanche. Look at the monster kill just chilling. He doesn't care that his team is dying. There's the Avalanche. Where's the toss? On to 2. He's going to go for the last game. 1 punch. Not going to do it. 20 HP survival. In the meantime, split is happening, and Misa is on the run. He has a lot of damage. He can actually turn around and probably kill some of these guys. Storm with the Cyclone because fuck you, Razor. That's why. But they got the Lich, and they got out with everyone. That perseverance regeneration actually saving the Bounty Hunter there. I mean, Tiny waited a good 3 seconds before he tossed, so that regeneration kicking in and really showing dividends. But even though it is the Dire team that lost the hero, it is going to be them to take another tier 1 tower. In the meantime, bottom lane actually went down as well. Yeah, bottom lane destroyed by the Dire. Darkseer doing kind of his own thing in the bottom lane, so it is 3 towers going the way of the Dire. And the Radiant still have yet to claim a tower of their own. Middle lane, about half HP. Top lane, healthy as can be. And I guess the Radiant, I mean, they do have a pretty good late game with a carry Bounty Hunter, which could do a lot of burst damage. A Spectre as well as a Viper, all those heroes do have, you know, high damage potentials. They're going to be going up against a Razor and a Tiny, but I think if they just turtle, the Radiant can win a long game. It's going to be it's a little bit of a coin toss. But they definitely should be looking for more of these track kills, and that involves using the aggression of the heroes that they currently have on the field, and by that I mean Viper. You really got to just be super aggressive with his Viper at this stage. But you know what? I mean, he's doing okay. No one's doing too bad, so so far I'm inclined to think, like with a mech on Lich, with a Blink Dagger, okay, right? Blink Dagger, yeah, coming up on the Batrider, I'm inclined to think that this isn't, in fact, the worst game of Dota played by anyone, anywhere, ever. I mean, it's not too bad, and there's a lot of missed opportunities. There's a couple of misplays here and there, like Tiny not avalanche tossing, but it's not that bad. And then, like, Sofnik not just killing the Bounty Hunter right now. Blink into Firefly with the level 3, Blink into Lasso with the level 3 Firefly, that should be a kill. In the meantime, mid lane, Misa is on the run. He's going to steal a lot of damage from the Spectre and the Chain Frost wreaking havoc, but Narcosis escaping with 60 HP. And the Viper escaping as well. Here comes Slayer with the level 3 vacuum. Pull him back. He is going to land it on him. Can he run him down with the Surge? Looks like he's dropped the wall. And the Viper illusion from the wall is going to do enough damage to kill its original owner. That is going to be 2 down in the mid lane for the Radiant. They try to take a tower, and I don't think they put any points of damage there. I guess they started off trying to go for Misa, but yeah, Chain Frost is still pretty good. Chain Frost so far hasn't really been doing all too much, but if the Radiant start underestimating the Chain Frost, then they will pay for it. Let's see if Bounty Hunter can actually secure this kill. No, that's Static Link actually doing work for the Razor, slowing down the Bounty Hunter twice. Once with the initial Shuriken toss, which was almost enough to get the kill on that Razor, and then again with the track once he tried to chase. So not much going to be going for the Bounty Hunter there. He's going to actually be forced back to the base. Perseverance not working out too well for you, huh, last game. Maybe next time you should not go for that item and instead go for a Magic Wand. Or, yeah, that's a good idea. A lot cheaper. You get like 3 Magic Wands for the price of a Perseverance. Think of the bargaining power on that. Stock Silver, 26 minutes in. With the lane that he has 70 CS. He has a Bloodstone. That's not too bad. We do have a hasted Batrider coming in. That's terrifying. With a Blink Dagger, yeah, I'd pull back if I were you guys, especially you, Spectre. Because you have the lowest gold per minute on the map, where you should have the highest. I mean, ideally, you would have the highest. Of course, that's not the case, and I don't think that'll be the case ever this game. Do you think the Spectre will ever get past the halfway mark? I'm going to take odds on that right now. I say yes. I believe in you, Spectre. I believe in you. Even though you're using your ultimate always just to scout, and you only have 6 last hits, I think you're going to somehow get a whole lot of kills, because you're a good kill stealer. I could sense it. But here we go. Toss in on the dark. You're going to hit onto 2 Narcosis. Going to drop a slam, but the Avalanche wreaking havoc plus the vacuum. Going to stun lock them both. No split. No hope. There's the Haunt. I don't know why, but I guess it will do a little bit of damage. Not too much because the heroes were clumped up, so you don't get that extra damage from Desolate. That was actually a pretty sweet engagement from the Dire. I mean, they got the stun first from the Tiny. They got the vacuum. It's kind of a secondary stun. No split from the Brewmaster. That split definitely couldn't have turned that around. That was the Dire killing as many as they could get. Oh, blink forward and Sofnik. Oh, wow, he has all the time in the world. Stock Silver just letting him grab that one. Let's see if he could use the Timber Chain to get out of there. Vacuuming back, and the Timber Chain escape. Toss, not going to do it. He's at 60 HP with the Bloodstone regenerating quite quickly. Blink forward from the Batrider, going to lay down more Firefly. Another Timber Chain away, and Stock Silver is on the run. He's going to make it out alive, at least for now. Last game, going to come on in, walk right through the Fire and Flames. He's going to try to go for Sofnik, but it looks like he might pay for it with his life. He's going to just slip on out of there. Wow, no, toss, squish. Batrider going to land on the Bounty Hunter. I don't know how a flying unit does that, but it does work like that. Here comes Narcosis, though. He has a split, and he's pissed. Going to land the slow onto Misa. Is he going to split out? No, he's going to wait for the IP address to drop his ultimate onto Razor, and they're just going to beat him down the old-fashioned way. In the meantime, Will XD securing the kill on the Batrider is going to face himself away from that situation. And in the end, well, I don't know. I think the Radiant did, in the end, get the better of that, not counting the engagement over here. Yeah, the Radiant definitely did get more. Razor and Batrider dropped, and that's the power of Brewmaster Split. Oh no, he didn't even use Split. What is this? Brewmaster. I guess he didn't really need to, But yeah, Stock Silver playing quite the baller Timbersaw. He's gonna go for a Vit booster. I don't think that should be a Vanguard. I mean, it's a little bit late for that, and Vanguard is not the best item. Maybe it's just more health. I mean, once you get your enough mana regeneration on Timbersaw, you're pretty much just a walking utility tank. There's no really great way to increase your damage outside of, I suppose, a Shiva's Guard, but I don't see a Shiva's Guard in this guy's near future, so yeah, I don't know what this is actually going to work towards. We have Bounty Hunter going for the Mithril Hammer after Perseverance. Interesting. Very interesting. Mantis Style is going to come up on the Viper. We got Spectre going for just Ring of Health. Spectre's still working on her Perseverance, but that's okay. That's okay. Brewmaster, the Phase Boots Drums, going to go for a lot of movement speed. On the Dire side, we got a Mithril Hammer up on Razor. It's probably BKB. Mech up on the Lich. Has been up there for a while. Ooh, Aghanim Scepter actually completed on the Tiny, but he has no grow. He has no grow. I really hope that we get to see a Tiny that has no grow with an Aghanim Scepter because it's hilarious. Like, this guy carrying a tree, the same size tree, I think. I mean, if it is a different size, it's like marginally different, like barely noticeable. It's a huge tree. Here comes IP Address, can land the Viper Strike once again onto Razor, the only person who could actually punish him for actually casting Viper Strike on him. Spectral Dagger gonna fly through, the mech is up. And it looks like that ultimate from Viper going to waste a little bit. Can land another slow onto Dante. Narcosis wants in. How many people is he going to hit with slow? He's going to hit 2. Where's the split? He's going to use split onto Misa, I suppose should be the target of focus. Misa's going to drop. Chain Frost is going to bounce around. IP Address taking heavy hits. He is going to escape away because the Brewmaster Brewling's actually taking the brunt of that damage. Misa's still alive. Okay. Spectral Dagger from downtown is, oh, just so close that would have hit. If it was just like another 200 range, but he's going to haunt forward, I suppose. One more hit. Reality, got him with the last hit. That attacked from way too far away. But Spectre is still at the bottom of the gold commit chart. Okay, Spectre. You got to start getting some last hits. I think it's been like 5 minutes since he got his last. Oh, no, he got two last hits. Oh, my God, this guy. He's on his way to his Radiance Rush. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Oh, God. Oh, it is a Vanguard. Well, I mean, I guess he had a Stout Shield in his inventory, and you do lose a little bit of gold when you sell it, so you might as well build it into something? I'm pretty sure Stout Shield used to build into Aegis. Like in old Aegis the Immortal, it was, I believe, Stout Shield, Plate Mail, and Cloak. Planeswalker's Cloak. Was it Planeswalker Cloak in Dota 1? I know it's just Cloak right now. That would give you like an old Aegis of the Immortal, just give you a whole bunch of survivability. I don't know what you're doing, Narcosis. You gotta be careful because Avalanche and Tower damages a lot, but Slayer actually taking a good amount of damage himself. He does have a Surge available. He's gonna pop the pipe instead of surging because he's a baller like that. Timber Chain gonna fly through last game. Gonna circle around. No track kills happening just yet. Don't know why this Bounty Hunter is not casting track on everyone everywhere. Silver going to get lassoed by the Bat Rider. He's gonna get worked on by Misa as well. This should be the death of the Timbersaw as it is. Will MXC looking for monster kill in the trees. But the jukes are a little bit too strong. There he is! Get him! What? You just saw him! I guess he's trying to hide for now. He doesn't really have that much support. Bounty Hunter, level 11, level 1 on the track. And Will MXC going to try to escape. He's going to go for no one because he's trapped in the trees. I don't think the Dire team know that, though. Tactical decision-making from Will MXD. Yeah. He's going to be here for a long time because 160 mana is not going to come easy. And he has no TP scroll. And he went for Vanguard, which I do like. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought he chopped down a tree for some reason. No, he didn't. Vanguard is, in this game, it's not that great, actually. Probably not the best. Probably just holding a Vit booster would be a lot better. But hey, Team Vanguard, it's coming together. Wow, we got Perseverance Desolator. That's interesting. Thought that would have been a BKB, but I guess that's a little bit too hopeful. 14 for 9 is the score. Let's take a look at who's actually leading. Dire does have a slight lead, but it's not too much. In the experience department, it's pretty even. So, yeah, after everything is all accounted for, we have quite an even game. Last game, going to take the splash damage from the Frost Nova instead of the real damage. And there's the track. It's only level 1, but you don't really need that much gold. You get the speed bonus from level 1 track. Why do you need more? And Will MXD finally escaping that hellhole of a pit he was in. What do we have here? Ring of Regen. Vlad's? Please don't let it be Tranquils. That would break my heart. That would be silly. And that would probably hurt him a lot more than it would help him, just that movement speed, or lack thereof, rather. But, here we go. First tier 1 tower of the game is going to go down. Narcosis is going to get Blink lassoed upon no response at all from the Radiant team, but he does have a split, so this could actually help him a little bit. Misa taking a good amount of damage from Viper. Stock Silver in the midst of everything. He does have quite a few charges on Bloodstone, and he's going to take the only hit of Chain Frost. Misa is still the focus of Viper, never ending, and the Brewmaster split has been used. Viper going to get dropped by the tower, but he's going to take down Razor with the poison damage. Dante is trying to get out of there, going to get tossed, and that's actually going to stun lock him so that the Brewmaster can secure the deal there. Run, Earth! Run! This is not your fight. Here comes Will MXD, but Slayer is here as well. Spectre, you should now run. Now it's your time to run. Yeah, there you go. But it's a 1 for 2. Radiant not doing too bad in that fight. They still don't take their tower. Still don't take the tower. But the split from Brewmaster keeping him safe and, you know, doing some work in the meantime. So not too bad. Unfortunately, Tiny got the Aghanim Scepter, and I didn't look at him immediately, so we couldn't see the hilarity that is level 0 grow. What are you doing, bro? This is not where you're supposed to be. Clap from Tiny going to slow them down, as is the Chakram. Slayer actually taking a good amount of damage. Here comes Stock Silver to clean up everybody. Slowing down Monster Kill is Narcosis with that level 4 on the Drunken Haze, and Stock Silver is pissed. There are no more good angles for him. He doesn't have enough mana to Chakram, but he could just chase this one down. Chakram is going to get the kill, and Stock Silver out of nowhere with the triple kill. But really, we all know who the real important person was there. It was all the Spectre. I mean, if Spectre wasn't there for the most crafty bait possible, did he just haunt? Yeah, he just haunted. There's 2 people alive, but you gotta haunt. Okay? You have to do that sometimes. But yeah, Spectre with the most amazing bait ever. Oh, there we go. 4 staff. Okay. That's good. That's good. After that Vanguard, I was scared that he would make some pretty poor choices. I guess the armor of Tranquils isn't that bad, but when you're a baller like Stock Silver, you don't need petty armor. You need, like, you know, several plate mails armor. Just stack all that shit on your robot, and then he's impervious to damage. Blink Dagger up on the Brewmaster. Although the Dire team's kind of been providing initiation for him through the Batrider Lasso. It's always good for you to have that initiation yourself. Top lane, oh, here we go. Last game, gonna go 1v1 versus Slayer, and it's not gonna go well for him. He's getting blocked, though. Slayer with the block. Does he see him? He has no idea where he is, so Slayer is actually not going to win that. This is gonna be a stalemate, although here comes Narcosis with the blink clap, or the walk in. He already blinked. No, that's just regular cancel. The wall gets dropped. Narcosis gonna try to work down Slayer. I don't think it's gonna work. He's gonna go deep, though, right into the tier 1 tower, and he's gonna be forced back, walking right through the illusions. Oh man, I might actually die. Wow, those crits are intense. Blink forward from Sofnik. Vacuum is gonna kill off the Brewmaster, biting off a little bit more than he could chew. In the meantime, last game just chilling, not even gonna bother throwing out tracks because he needs his carry build. And if he got another point in track, he would have his carry. If he actually used track, first of all, he would have his carry build up a lot faster. But, yeah, if you could level that up, that would be great. Because the cooldown actually decreases as well. It's not too significant, I don't think. I'm just disappointed. Oh, creep blocks and Slayer actually almost getting a kill, whether intentionally or not. Here comes the Timber Saw, going to not hit with the first Timber Chain, but the 4 staff forward, and Slayer getting blocked once again by the creeps. Timber Chain number 2 is going to hit, and another Chakra going to fly. Sovnik's going to run right into that last game, not bothering with the track any time ever. Spectre going to haunt in, trying to go for Slayer. Is he going to be out of the end? Yes, he is. Spectral Dagger, not enough to secure the kill, but chasing him down with the Desolate damage will kill the Darkseer off. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we have IP address once again going for Misa. No, he's actually going to go for Dante. The stuns, though, from Tiny, plus the damage absorption from the Razor is going to shut that Viper down. So, yeah, this time it is someone other than the Razor getting hit with that Viper Strike, and Dante. Why am I calling him Dante? That makes no sense. It's Dante. Although, I think it's because, like, Dante from Devil May Cry is just D-A-N-T-E, and the E-I may sound like A. So it's, well, I mean, it's already A. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Lich is actually pretty tanky. Not as tanky as the Razor, although he has a ton of armor. So yeah, Lich is a rather deceptive target to go for. Really, all of the Dire's heroes are pretty dangerously tanky. Narcosis, you gotta watch yourself, because Misa, although he doesn't have too many items, he will mess you up. Here comes the Tiny with the Hyperstone Aghanims to beat you down. Let's take a look at the gold from it. Not surprisingly, the Baller. That's not the Baller. Here's the Baller with 9 Bloodstone charges carrying the team on his back. Stock Silver with the income, with the gold, and well, unfortunately on that team as well, we have the Spectre, who's going to go for the patented 40-minute Yasha build. I would not recommend the 40-minute Yasha build. It really pales in comparison to the other build. I mean, it's not a bad build. It's just that there are better builds out there, and it's not optimum, guys, to get your Yasha at that timing. I'd recommend getting a faster timing on that Yasha. So, yeah, just go ahead and do that in your next game. But looks like they don't want to fight. Still no Tier 1 towers being taken by the Radiant. This one almost, but the Dire really don't want to let go of their towers either. Stock Silver instead going to find some farm in the top lane. Last game, still with that. Is this like a tactical decision? Is he just using this track for movement speed differential? I mean, that's kind of weird. Because usually if you're in like a random pub game and you're like, hey, this skill gives you movement speed and extra gold whenever you get the kill. You think the movement speed is kind of like a want, and then the only thing they hear is you get extra gold for the kill. And they'll be like, hell yeah, I want more gold. Because who doesn't love gold? I mean, come on, that's like, that pro teams pick Bounty Hunter so that they can get extra gold. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's a big part of it. Extra gold for everyone is not a bad thing at all. Oh, last game. I think he should be fine, though. There's no true sight over here, unless he decides to fight. Here comes IP address. They want Misa once again. It's not going to work. When will they actually learn that you cannot kill this Razor? Blink forward for Sovnek. Gonna land Viper in a net. A little bit delayed before he turns around. Avalanche toss is going to kill the Viper, although it's Batrider with the Firefly actually going to take the last hit. Now, Bounty Hunter still in the area. Blink forward from Narcosis. Not going to do much. Another Shadow Walk from the Bounty Hunter, gonna let everyone on the Dire team know that he's still in fact there. But here comes the Baller. Baller coming through. Beep, beep. He's not actually gonna go in. Stock Silver, you have disappointed me. But really, it's right now it's last game that's disappointed me. Because come on, Perseverance, no Battle Fury. If you're gonna go Perseverance, you gotta go for the Battle Fury, man. You're doing this Desolator. Bottom tower, in the meantime, being destroyed. Stock Silver, though, wants Slayer dead. Pipe gonna pop, but it's not gonna help you versus the true damage. Ooh, Timber Chain just narrowly missing that tree. Stock Silver, though, you cannot juke this man so easily because you're running into the forest. This is his domain. Maybe not. There's nothing that could stop Slayer, so he's gonna walk away. In the meantime, top lane, last game, still sees this half HP Razor, and he's thinking, yo, that's food. I could kill that. But if he tries, he's probably going to get killed. Dire structure fortified. Wow, the tower mid lane. Creeps are doing more than the heroes on the Radiant ever did. There you go. Last game. Just going to throw out a couple tracks. There you go. Level 2 track. About friggin' time. It's about 3 levels too late on that one. Yeah, it's tracking everyone. He finally realizes that, hey, track is actually a pretty good ultimate. It has low cooldown, therefore it has to be a bad ultimate, right? I think that's the way this game works. He's going to abandon that top lane, and this game continues. 41 minutes into the game, and it shows absolutely no sign of stopping anytime soon. Still, the gold experience graph, in the end, is fairly even for both teams. And still, Spectre is dead last in the income chart. Will he ever surpass this Lich? Only time will tell. But he has 19 creep kills in 42 minutes. See, if you have less than 1 CS per minute, you're in not a good shape. Not at all. There might be a fight here? No, doesn't look like it. This Manta style has been not up on this Viper for a very long time. But, you know, that happens in, like, medium, low-level pub games, is that after the laning phase, you just don't get any more farm. That's because, well, I mean, not in this particular case, because all those last hits went to the heroes, but when they're cleaning waves and stuff like that, they just auto-attack that shit. Oh, here we go. Double blink in. Monster Kill found himself a blink dagger as well. IP address gonna get pulled in with that vacuum, and the Chain Frost is going to demolish Narcosis and wreck Will MXD as well. The creep's coming at the worst possible time, and the Chain Frost, boom, gonna get the last hit. Dante with the double kill. Here comes last game for scouting duties, but it's a little bit too late. Wow, blink dagger this late on Tiny. I definitely would not have expected that. I mean, he went straight for the Aghanim Scepter Hyperstone. You would think that would mean he's gonna go for an I'm gonna smash you build, but no, he's gonna go for a surprise initiation build. Timbersaw gonna try to hold his tower. Last game, you are not invisible, sir. Monster kill though, fortunately not able to do anything. Wow, Misa taking a good chunk of damage there. Has picked up his BKB. Tracks are gonna fly in last game. If you go into that, you will die. Mark my words. Bottom lane has been demolished by the Radiants. Look at these. The creeps on the Radiant team are better at pushing than the heroes on the Radiant team. A little bit sad. Manta Style, though, up on the Viper, getting them illusions so that they could die to the Chain Frost and stuff like that. But it's going to be a heart for the Timbersaw. Wow, he's just going to go pure tanky. I don't even know if the Dire could kill Stalk Silver right now. I mean, this guy is hard to kill. He has a lot of armor once reactive armor gets charged up, which I guess isn't really the most dependable spell this game, actually. Because if you look at the Dire team, they have, well, I mean, first of all, you have Lich, who isn't really going to be doing much right-click. Batrider, not that much. Darkseer, not that much. Wow, he's going to go for hard as well. But, yeah, the real heavy hitters on the Dire team, they're Misa on the Razor, once he absorbs all your damage, as well as Tiny. And they hit hard, but they don't really hit too quickly, so they're going to hit the Timbersaw before he could actually get his reactive armor charges up. I mean, if the fight lasts a very, very, very long time, which it might, who knows, then he could get those reactive armor charges up. But I think going for just a plate mail would be a lot more efficient for Stalk Silver as far as just surviving, because reactive armor, you can't really count on that. And like 4 base armor, considering how much health he has, that's kind of skewed proportions. Now we can actually take a more broad look at the items right now. We have, oh yes, the 45-minute Battle Fury build. He was just tactically delaying that. Yasha up on the Spectre, we got Manta Style up, we got the Aghanim Scepter going up on Narcosis, Aghanim Scepter up on the Lich as well, Black King Bar up on Razor, we got the classic Blink Dagger Force Staff into Vanguard, please no Vanguard, and top lane in the meantime, I'm missing kills as I check the item. Slayer on the run, he does have the pipe active, although it actually will help him. Misa gonna go toe-to-toe with the Brewmaster, BKB helping him a lot with that survivability, and the Earth Panda is actually gonna go down. This is gonna be Brewmaster's death, and Will MXD is going to try to run away, but you cannot run from the Batrider once he knows you're there. GG being called. What's the pessimist of Narcosis? Vacuum there for a little bit extra damage, gonna pull him back into the tower. Double kill is going to go for the Razor. And it's 2 down. We're nowhere near GG. I mean, it's a barely any advantage. Although with a lack of coordination, I can understand why they would be discouraged enough to call GG. But we have no fear. Last game has his Battle Fury available to him, so he could start farming. And then that's when Bounty Hunter starts farming. That's when the game gets good. That is when you have like the big plays happening. Wow, look at all these hearts coming up. Let's take another quick heart check. Is this going to be hard as well? Gotta say, these guys, they like their hearts. They do, in fact, like their hearts. Last game. Okay, this might be an example of what I'm talking about. He's going to auto-attack. Try to clear the creep wave. Although he's coming from behind, so the range creeps, they're numerous. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom! Yeah, the money. When you have that much damage, doesn't really matter how you time your hits, because you're going to kill them all in one hit anyway. With 535 crit in the Siege Creep, it's not too bad. He has a lot of damage. The only problem is that he doesn't actually like to hit things, like ever. He's the kind of bounty hunter who likes to chill and watch on the sidelines instead of diving in there. I mean, he has enough damage to give people pretty quickly, but he just chooses not to, for whatever reason. 47 minutes into the game, and this is still looking fairly even. Heart has been completed on the Timbersaw, so his regeneration is going to be through the roof. Mana and health both looking pretty good on that Timbersaw. He actually wants to go for the mid lane. I'm just going to keep farming with that Chakram, man. He has 9 charges on his Bloodstone, not bad at all. Would provide him with ample mana regeneration, as well as some pretty good harassment. Look at that. Bringing him down for about 1/5 of their life points without spending hardly any mana. Dire seem to be confused as to what they want to do right now. Tiny, though, going for an okay build. I mean, Aghanim Scepter AC is not too bad. Blink Dagger, I mean, it got him a good team fight, but if you're going to go for Blink Dagger on Tiny, generally the policy on Tiny is if you have farm, you go for a carry build, Aghanim Scepter AC, Manta Style, you kill things. If you're mid lane, then you go for Blink Dagger, and then you get Arc Boots, and then you kind of use Tiny for his nuking abilities, for his burst abilities, and then you dictate the pace of the game that way. Later on, you get Aghanim Scepter, but really not first. Narcos is going to jump right in with Split. He is fearless. Dante taking so much damage right now. Is there going to be a Viper Strike or Manta Style Split? No, there's not. It's going to be Will MXD for the kill secure. As I said before, Haunt is going to fly, and always progressing Misa going to teleport himself out of there. In the meantime, Batrider is going to go down. Monster kill on the run. Where is that track? Where is that track? Looks like they're not going to get the track. It's going to be Narcosis with his final hit from the Bruling. Gonna seal the deal. And where's your GG now? So much wasted gold though from the level 3 track, which was not spammed out by last game. But with 3 down, they're gonna use that momentum, try to push into this tier 2 tower. Misa is going to return to try to defend this. Not much he could actually do, especially if Viper just walked up and tags him with the Viper Strike. But Viper's okay with just hitting this tower. With 96 HP regen on this Timbersaw, they can hit this tower all day long. Creeps or no creeps. There's the Manta Style Split, which I forgot to use before, but no big deal. Didn't exactly need it. Wow, the Battle Fury from last game starting to pay for itself. Not bad. Keep in mind that in that last fight, there was no Slayer. Slayer has the tendency to not join team fights, even though he is probably the most important team fighting hero on the Dire. I mean, he has a heart, he has a pipe, he has 11 armor, he's tanky as hell. He could really do some work in those fights. An Aghanim Scepter would be fantastic on this guy, or a Blink Dagger, or both. I mean, he probably has enough income to do both. And look at that. Peace declared from these two heroes. They walk right on by. Alright, Narcosis. From what I've seen so far, this is not really the worst game of Dota ever played, ever. I can understand how, from a player perspective, it'll seem like it just because there's questionable things going on. But it's not too bad. It's amusing enough, I suppose. I mean, Viper, he's probably has to use some of those wards. But, you know what? He's getting wards. He's buying out the wards. And I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse. Aghanim Scepter coming up in the Brewmaster. He should almost be done with that. And Will MXD, is he going to get a Manta Style? I mean, last fight, he came right in, hit one person once, and got a kill. That's how much damage this guy does. He just gets kills with one hit. And it's easy for him. And he just goes right on his merry way. 38 CS, no denies. Spectre, living the poor life, but, you know, who needs money when you could rely on your teammates to do all the damage? Then you just come in for the kill secure. Oh, here we go, last game. Oh, yeah, there you go. Show me that Radiance. I like it, Bounty Hunter. I actually don't. Radiance is a pretty awful item on Bounty Hunter, because when you're invisible, you don't want your enemies to know you're there. Because then they'll, like, pop dust or something, which, speaking of dust, is on Tiny. But when you have Radiance, you're like, yo, I'm over here, guys. I'm right here. And, oh, blink forward, avalanche, toss. No toss quite yet, but the Viper's going to die regardless. Wall gets drop split as well. Stalk Silver in the middle of everything, but it's going to be Monster Kill trying to run away from this Brewmaster. Will MSC is on the... Well, he's trying to do as much damage as he can, but he's going to walk straight through the wall. Narcosis is going to pick up one kill. Lasso on Stalk Silver. Can they bring him down? He's so very tanky. Dante going to unleash the Chain Frost, which is going to do nothing. Look at that bounce. Bounty Hunter's going to die regardless. Stalk Silver is now on the run. He has so much HP, though. He has a Force Staff available. He has Boots of Travel for the movement speed. Heart Regen is going to kick in soon. Blink forward from the Batrider, not going to be enough. You are not going to catch this Timbersaw, not in a million years. And in the end, Brewmaster does escape from that, does complete his Aghanim Scepter, so the next time he casts his ultimate, going to be a little bit stronger. And it is a 2-for-1. Was it 2-for-1? I think someone bought back. No, Darkseer just cleaning up everyone. Go figure, Darkseer is actually pretty good in team fights. Batrider on the run, no Blink Dagger because it's going to be cancelled by this Firefly as Narcosis chases in the path, and Will MXD not going to chase that either. Sanjanyasha being picked up from the Razor. It's actually not a terrible item on Razor, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. I mean, there's definitely a lot worse items to get. But that's pretty much the case with Sanjanyasha on anyone. I mean, it's an okay item. It's an exceedingly average item, which is sometimes what you want. Sometimes, most of the time though, it's not what you want. But, you know, to each their own. It could be a lot worse. It could be a Vanguard, right? Shadow Blade going up, and it could be a Radiance. I mean, Bounty Hunter's going to hit pretty hard, but think of how much money this guy would have if he just casted his track, like ever. That would be, he would be wealthy. He would have like 5 Divine Rapiers and Phase Boots, and he'd be happy. Oh, wait, this could be a huge moment. No, not yet. Lich, you need more gold. You need more gold, Lich. There you go. Getting a little bit more gold. I think Viper, no, not Viper, Spectre might actually overtake someone in gold per minute. What am I watching? Spectre, oh, it's going to be close. You got to get one more creep kill before Lich does. Oh, wait, this assist, though, might... Yeah, this assist is going to put Lich over the edge. Frost Blast, dusts up, Avalanche, and there it is. This gold going to put the Lich firmly in the lead above the Spectre. And Blue, once again, being a disappointment to me, going for the late Battle Fury and the Radiance. Tisk, tisk. Oh, this is not where you want to teleport. Viper, this is a bad idea. He's going to get not lassoed, not avalanche, not tossed. He's going to walk out of there. Okay. Well, maybe he knew something I don't, but... Oh, there you go. Saved the lasso for Stock Silver, because he's definitely someone you could kill. He's going to walk right on out. Timber Chain, peace. I'm out of here. Oh, he's gonna return to the fight, because why not? He's got so many Bloodstone charges. He's going to be up in like 3 seconds. Chain Frost going to do absolutely nothing once again. Stock Silver going to 1v4 the enemy team and get a kill. He's gonna chakra him. No, he's gonna commit suicide. What a baller! Will MXD and IP address gonna come in for the cleanup. Narcosis is gonna join as well. Slayer is gonna go down. Force staff out from Sofnik. Narcosis, Will MXD, and IP address are all on the chase. Blink Dagger not gonna save you from that dagger. And another blink forward from the Brewmaster into a clap. Not enough mana for that, but they're just gonna chase him down regardless. They should be able to secure this kill. They do secure the kill. 4 dead on the dire side as Monster Kill just barely limps down out of there. Holy crap, this guy. Stock Silver, man. This guy knows what's up. I mean, he got so low with that, and then he just committed suicide. He did like, what, like thousands of damage. The collective damage, I mean, with the chakra and with all the timber chains on like 4 heroes at the same time. Yeah, the Timbersaw is putting up some huge numbers. I would like look at it and see this combat log, right? I don't actually know how this works. Attacker, Timbersaw. Oh, refresh. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. So we're not going to... Oh, wait, pause. That was interesting. But take my word for it, Stock Silver did thousands of damage to the Dire team in that fight. Easily. And then didn't give them the satisfaction of actually getting that kill. What a man. What a player. What a baller. Stock Silver, MVP by far. And oh my god, Spectre, you did it! He's going to go for a Radiance too. The classic Hour Radiance Rush. And Lich, where's your relic? Huh? I don't see your relic on you. This Aghanim Scepter has been like so useless. But that not because like, I mean it gives him HP I guess, but the Chain Frosts have been so unlucky, and either that or just so poorly timed. Like if you saw in this last fight, Chain Frost 1 bounced between like 2 illusions or 2 creeps something. It did like, how much damage does it do with the first? It did 460 damage. No, 550 damage. It did 1 Laguna Blade, 1 level 1 Laguna Blade worth of damage. And that's it. So much wasted value there, but you know, you can't really control it. What is this? He's gonna go for an Abyssal Blade? Yeah, you definitely have enough attack speed for that. This last game guy, he's silly. He's very silly. And we still have 5 Observer Wards on the Viper, by the way. You don't need to ward this. You don't need to ward this. You don't need to ward this. I'll just slap him one in the lane. But they did see them go into Roshan. Unfortunately, they do not have the Haunt for Spectre. And unfortunately, they don't seem to be going in anytime soon, even though they just so very clearly walked right past the Observer Ward into the Roshan pit. I guess no one was looking. I guess they're going to get a top tower. That's something, but it's definitely not a trade I would take, especially not at this stage. An Aegis on the Tiny or something like that will be devastating. An Aegis will, in fact, go to the Tiny. Oh, wait, Dark's here. Gonna 1v2. He thinks he's Stock Silver, but he's simply wrong. He's so wrong. He's tanky, but he's not Stock Silver. And there it is, 57 minutes. Radiance has been completed on Will MXD. I guess the Sacred Relic from the Bounty Hunter is actually, yeah, it is going to go for an Abyssal, so... Yeah, Radiance, some Bounty Hunter. Still bad. Don't go for it. Radiance Spectre. Good if you could get it earlier. Right now, I would... this isn't exactly item I would choose. Oh, Sofnik. Oh, you are so dead. Last game, finally deciding to use his damage and his track. Blink forward from Narcosis is going to slow down Dante. Chain Frost now is going to do nothing! Look at I would be so pissed if I was this Lich. I would just be like so angry right now. Mesa as well as Slayer are going to come in, but there's no wall available. He used it up top before. Mesa going to turn everything on. Pipe, BKB, everything. Darkster is going to send up into the air. The Brewmaster still wants to fight, although his teammates, they're like, fuck you, man, we're out of here. Especially Stock Silver. Come on, there's fighting going on in the jungle, no less. And you're just going to run and farm creeps? Come on, man. I thought I knew you. I thought I knew who you were. Now I have no idea. Abyssal Blade completed on the Bounty Hunter, and it looks like the Radiant have actually taken a sizable lead. Yeah, wow, huge experience advantage. 12,000 gold advantage, starting to get up there as well as the Bounty Hunter finally realizes that track might be a useful ultimate to cast. Oh, do you really want to do this, Slayer? Do you really want to play this game? Because, oh man, Narcosis, why you gotta be like that? It has to be a 1v1. Wow, what am I looking at? Is he gonna go for a Radiance? I guess if you're staying in fights for that long, it doesn't really matter how late it is for Radiance, because you're gonna be doing like a couple hundred damage to everyone over the course of that fight, because they can't kill you. But I guess it's not too bad. Definitely not cost effective at all, by any means, by any stretch of the imagination ever. Oh, here we go, another heart coming up. How many hearts do we have in this game? Just 1, 2, and 3 coming up. It's actually not too bad. Thought there were more. We're definitely going to have a couple more Radiances. There's not a single Radiance in the Dire team. Blink forward, monster kill, going to land an avalanche on absolutely nothing. Narcosis is going to converge in, but blink forward, and here comes the Chain Frost that's going to do a little bit more than nothing, actually. Will MXD taking quite a bit of damage from that. Going to get hexed from Slayer. In the meantime, Orange is on the run, 27 HP, just needs one more hit. Blink forward, but a blink back as well. Narcosis is on the row. He's going to just die. There you go. Ion Shell doing the ticks of damage, and here come the Siege Creeps. Gonna go for monster kill. Can last game kill this Tiny in one hit? We shall see. It's not quite enough, but he will pop the Aegis. Misa's gonna come in. Do they have any True Sight? They don't. It was on the Tiny, I believe. No, he used it all up. Last game is going to survive. Is there gonna be any baller play? No. No baller play. But it's 2 down. We have breached the hour mark, and I need to drink some water. Alright, we got another Radiance. 2 Radiances. 2 radii? No, that's plural of radius. Radiusi. Radianci? I don't know. I guess it's just Radiances. That's kind of a weird word. But we got Radiance in the Timbersaw. Again, not the worst pick in the world. There's I think Shiva's would definitely help him a lot more, because armor, and then he'd be truly unkillable. But this is one of the few items that could actually increase your damage output when you're this tanky. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Guys, I said it's not gonna work. You don't actually have any stuns. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, well, they do have a stun now. Bounty Hunter with the Abyssal Blade. Picked off the Aegis from Tiny. That was with a good, 3 minutes left still on that Aegis. So, oh, here we go. Will MXD, he thinks he's Stock Silver. He's like, yo, I've seen my ally play. Oh, but he's gonna dodge an avalanche. You're still not Stock Silver though. I mean, we actually got more gold than the Brewmaster. Here comes last game, looking for blood. He's not gonna find. Oh, Stock Silver is here. You best run, Misa, cause you are a. Just gonna teleport. Oh, Abyssal Blade! No, first hit bash. Don't need to cast this shit. It's 150 mana that he needs for later. He's gonna first walk up and first hit bash. I don't know if the Abyssal Blade was on last game's mind, but that worked. That worked, and who can argue with that result? Walking forward, getting a kill. Oh, he can kill Sofnik, I think. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, especially with Viper here. Kill this guy. Oh my god, half of his HP gone in one. Well, I mean, I guess it's Janata hit Abyssal Blade, stun immediately would be the combo. I don't know, it's been a while since I've had an Abyssal Blade on Bounty Hunter. I think it's been forever, actually. I don't think I've ever picked up this item on Bounty Hunter. I mean, it's not a terrible item, I just don't play that much Bounty Hunter, and I generally go for different items. But yeah, it would be slap them with the Janata crit, and then instantly stun them so that they can't force staff their way out of there. Here we go, it looks like Radiant team gonna put one of the few nails into the coffin of the Dire, one of the few nails into the Dire's coffin. But they're split pushing, and Chain Frost. Oh, those creeps, poor creeps. Feel the wrath of Aghanim Scepter Lich Chain Frost. Oh my God! Last game with the BM. Why you so BM? Last game. Noob Lich, really? I mean, Lich has kind of been unfortunate with his timings of Chain Frost. They haven't been the best. But he's also been, like, incredibly unlucky, so you can't really fault him that much. If he goes down this hill, then he'll be a noob Lich. Because you don't go down that hill. You don't do that. That's not what you do. Now, here we go. Valiant Defense, see if Sofnik is going to get an initiation. He's going to blink forward for the lasso onto Narcosis, but the lasso, what the hell's going on? Narcosis is just going to split. No, he's going to die. Okay, I guess he's... he could have had that just split and run away. Or even split and fight. I guess his team is nowhere to be found to actually split and fight, but he could have easily ran away from that one. I mean, R should be your panic button on Brewmaster. I guess the cooldown is high enough so that you wouldn't want to just always use it if you're in trouble. Like, that would give the Dire team an opening where they could go and do some damage since they know that your split is down. But I don't think... Oh, wait. What? A courier! No. Will MXD gonna do the 1v1, and Batrider is scared shitless. Because Spectre is almost past the halfway mark. He's getting there. He's definitely getting there. No matter what, you cannot stop the Spectre's farm. He is farming like a maniac. He's farming like peasants in China. Looks like they're gonna go for the equal pressure to all lanes idea. We got Radiance. We got Heart number 2 going up in the Timbersaw. Heart number 2 acquired. No, not yet. This is Heart number 1 going up in the Bounty Hunter. These guys, they like their survivability. They do. Oh my God, how many? Okay, now we have Reavers and Hearts everywhere. Roshan's almost up, and the Dire have been pushed all the way back into their base. I feel like the Batrider just needs to get some good initiation. They just need to take one good fight, and they definitely can still do it. Monster Kill is, you know, putting out some monster hurt. Heart wouldn't be the item I would have gone for. I think Manstyle would have been a lot better. And oh, Sofnik, what did you do? Oh, there you go. Do it, and Viper just helping out a little bit for the kill secure. That's fine. Did he track him? I don't think he tracked him. Come on, Blue. Noob bounty. Yeah, I don't think he tracked him. He tried his darndest, but it wasn't good enough. Track him, man. That's another 200 gold. That's your heart. Not really, but wait, is it? That is your heart. Oh man, Bounty. What am I gonna do with you last game? What am I gonna do with you? I guess nothing. Oh my God, Viper actually used 2 of his Observer Wards in a good spot too. Not bad. He's going to see the entire team coming. Narcos is going to walk straight in for a split. He's going to go straight for I don't know who because everyone's stunned. Chain Frost going to bounce back and forth between the Brewlings. Going to do some pretty heavy damage. Will MXD, not surprisingly, the first one to fall. And the Brewlings all gone except for the air as well as earth. They're going to try to... Oh, that's because Will MXD disconnected. Oh, that's not a good fight to take. But now it's time for the Dire to retreat because Stock Silver is here. Even though it's a 1v4 or 2v4, that's not enough. You need more than that to kill this Timbersaw, especially when he has Viper backup. They're going to keep chasing this down. Stock Silver, what happened to your baller status? I mean, why would you take a 1v4 before and not a 2v4 now? Unfortunately, Spectre disconnected from that. I don't think that's why he died. Definitely died before that. Or, I mean, the disconnect definitely didn't help him, but it didn't hurt him too much either. Here we go, Stock Silver. Going to go straight in? No? Oh, he's going to bait them and make them waste their spells. Okay. We end this game in the next minutes. I'll give you all my... Hey, you guys could push too, Narcosis. You guys are perfectly capable of pushing. Just blink up, clap, and... Or I guess not clap, but just blink up, split. And then watch as Stock Silver carries the game for you. I guess they do have to worry about Monster Kill, and well, they're actually going to go for a Tier 3. Fortification is available. No Aghanim Scepter on this Razor, so he's not going to help out with his ultimate. There's Fortification. Another 20 seconds until the entire team is completely up and running. The tier 3 tower is going to go down. Stalk Silver going to throw out the Chakram. Here we go. Here's the 1v3 baller that I know and love. Chain Frost going to do absolutely freaking nothing as per usual. Stalk Silver on the run. But this is all part of his plan. Haunt's going to come out, do a little bit of damage to Misa as well as Monster Kill, but the Raxes are dropping. The Raxes are down. Misa, though, chilling in the Chakram. Stalk Silver, don't know why he pulled that back, but he's going to go for Misa regardless. Timber Chain is going to be perfect. There's the unstoppable streak for Timbersaw. He's going to go for more. He's going to go for Dante. Chakram going to do a little bit of slowing action, and the Timber Chain going to miss that one, but with the Radiance and the Whirling Death, that should be enough to just kill him off. In the meantime, Tiny is going to drop to the Viper. It's going to be a mega kill and a double kill for Stalk Silver. Going to go straight to the bottom lane as Slayer doing his thing on the bottom lane. You would think that the Slayer is playing like an Ancient Prophet or something, but no, he's playing a Darkseer. A weird Darkseer. Split pushing the hell out of the raiding team, and the first Raxes have actually gone down. But it's definitely not over yet. They do have the Radiant team, that is. They do have Stalk Silver on their team, and with Stalk Silver, anything is possible. Literally anything is possible. They could win the next 3 games that they play with Stalk Silver, even though they never see him again. They'll just win with him, without him, because anything is possible with this man on your team. See, this is not how you finish a game. Even though 2 are up, you do not push into the enemy base with only 2 when you are not decisively stronger in a right-click fight. Well, MXD can do some pretty good damage, but yeah, not when this happens, because Radiance is now turned around. Split is going to happen, but Will XP is going to get himself hexed, and he's sitting in the Firefly, going to walk straight through the wall again, because why not? Here comes the IP address. He can try to slow down the Darkseer, but it's not going to help in the slightest. Brewmaster's got to fall back, because where is the carry Bounty Hunter? He's pushing up the top lane. Man, oh, here we go. Maybe Viper could pick up some of the slack. Still has 3 wards. Stalk Silver is here. Stalk Silver is going to carry this team, but now everyone's up. I don't think they could actually do this right now. I mean, the wall is down, and well, of course they're going to walk straight into it, because it wouldn't be a pub game if they didn't do that. There's the Viper Strike on Misa, instantly going to pop his BKB and dispel that. The Viper's actually going to stand and fight. This is a huge mistake. Chain Frost going to fly through. Actually, this time going to do some pretty high damage. Going to bounce right back into the fight. Will MXD bringing it back with him. Stalk Silver going to take some pretty heavy hits, and there's going to be 2 down for the Radiant team. Force that forward from Sophnix. Stalk Silver is now on the run, but this is where he shines. You are now falling further and further into the trap of Stalk Silver because, well, Lasso. Take a little bit of damage, but look how much damage he's getting. He's like taking nothing. Yeah, he's regenerating faster than they could kill him. Almost. Stalk Silver, just turn around. Kill him. Oh, he's so boring. Or maybe he's so merciful. I think that's a better way of putting it. Stalk Silver is so merciful. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to win the game. Batrider could just leave. Batrider going for the Hood as well as Vanguard. He got those pretty late. He had a Force Staff before those 2 items. And, I mean, Hood is good for survivability no matter when you get it. Vanguard is... there's better items to get, such as the Heart. And I think this game, everyone understands the importance of Heart. Because we've got Heart. We have Heart in Progress. No Heart yet. 2 Hearts. Heart in Progress, although it is completed for all intents and purposes. Heart completed. We got Shiva's on the Lich. Wow, more Frost. Nice. And a Heart on the Darkseer. So in total, that's 1. I guess I'll count Work in Progress as a half. So 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. 6.5 Hearts of Tarask in this game. And a Refresher Orb on the Darkseer. He is stacked. He is completely 6-slotted. Because he has the 2nd most gold per minute in the game. What is this guy doing? Stalk Silver just cannot decide what to do with it. He bought the Blade Mail, replaced the Force Staff with the Blade Mail, and then sold the Blade Mail. There we go. Shiva's Guard and Heart is finally completed on Brewmaster. This game is the last game. As last game valiantly tries to solo Roshan, he will do it successfully, hopefully. Unless, oh yeah, just walk, just keep walking, Razor. No, last game, finish it, finish it. They don't know you're there. Where are you going? I guess he wants some. Oh well, now they might. Did he see him? I don't think he did. Last game's like, yo, I want this guy. No, okay, we'll watch this thing. Seems like Tiny is going to get a free kill on the Spectre. Because why not? But here comes Narcosis for 10 crits. He's actually going to use Split right now. It's a pretty big mistake. Because in these like skirmish fights, Split is not too useful. Especially this late in the game. You want your splits to happen when a fight is like a sure thing. Splitting like this is just going to be a wasted cooldown. But you know what? It might not matter because they're going to get a kill on some mind games. That was super classy right there. But you know, in the meantime, Roshan did go down to the Radiant team, so a little bit more extra gold for them. And Spectre, still not up there quite yet because he keeps on dying. But does have enough money for a Vit booster. And that will be almost his heart. One of these days, you can join the Heart Club. You and Viper just need to join that club. Classic 5 rewards on the Viper. Very nice. And, ooh, interesting. The Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor, is going to be up on Tiny soon enough. It's an interesting choice. I don't really like it. I mean, the attack speed is amazing. And the static charge is amazing as well. But what's not amazing is the fact that you are a hero that relies on hitting them heavy. Like you do 350 per. Wow, that was some baller initiation. I guess pseudo initiation. You rely on hitting them for large numbers. And although you're going to have a good amount of attack speed with your AC with your Mjolnir, the Chain Frost is magical damage, which means that it does well when you hit for smaller numbers, but very quickly. And in this case, going for something like a crit, or hell, even a Battle Fury, if you want to hit more than one thing, is going to give you a lot more value. Wow, last game, finally, showing his true colors. Where's the track? Where's the track? There's no track. He's like, yo, I need movement speed. Maybe I should track him. No, I'm going to hit by an avalanche, monster kill. Do some pretty heavy damage, but not enough. Dante's there. The chain, no Chain Frost. Okay, Shiva's guard. Oh, and the cleave from monster kill, claiming him. Now they know where he is. Can they kill him off again? There's no invisibility just yet. He's gonna run into the corner, vacuuming him back. The avalanche is there, and the kill is gonna happen. Darkseer with the ion shell and the punches, gonna get a kill for the Dire team. Wow, who could have seen that one coming? This game still not over yet. Stock Silver is just though he's dying. He's teleporting to the wrong creeps, so his TP got canceled. LO frickin' L. This game is really long. This game is really long. This game is really long. I mean, this guy's 6 slotted. This guy's a couple more slots to fill. So does he. He's 2 salves. That's interesting. See, there's the thing about salves is that early game they're great. Mid game and late game they're not that great unless you're really good. In which case you use salves smartly. Like if your base is under attack and you're at like half HP or something, you run into the fountain, buy a salve, use it quickly, and just regen as fast as you can. And that's like a good use of a salve. This probably isn't a good use. I mean, if he uses it right now, that'll be a good use of a salve. Or you just get a heart like everyone else is. Shit, man, you are the only one in this game without a heart. Stock Silver gonna take a 1v2, no big deal. Walk out of there without a fear in the world. And here comes the Brewmaster. He's going to just get annihilated by Tiny. Run, Storm. Yeah. This is the part of the game where Brewmaster starts to fall off just a little bit. Although that was a 1v5, so you can't really, you know, hold it against them too much. But yeah, see the. Okay. I guess I should finish my point about Mjolnir. Chain damage is 160. If you're using that to increase your DPS, you would get a lot more mileage if you got crit or cleave or something like that. That actually works on your flat numbers as opposed to your attack speed. And that's about it. Millivax is going to fall, and then Stock Silver comes in with the Shivas onto everyone. How much damage is he going to do? Thousands once again. The Fresh Orb gets dropped without the first wall. I don't exactly know what's going on right there. Everyone on the Radiant team is actually dying because of that wall, however, so it's good enough. Slayer is going to go straight for the Viper. He's going to secure that kill. Stock Silver still in the middle of everything. How many kills is he going to get before he finally bites the dust? Or is he going to bite the dust? 160 HP, 60 HP. Stock Silver is going to get Ion Shell down. He's going to get punched by Slayer. This time, no suicide. The bash is going to happen, though. Last game, going to find a kill on the Darkseer. Monster Kill is back up, and Stalk Silver buying back into this game. Yes, he's going to return to this game because he's not done killing people yet. Monster Kill going to get one more kill before he himself does go down, but I think he's going to drop to Stalk Silver. But Stalk Silver starting to get those stacks up on that reactive armor, so he's going to have so much regeneration. 27 without the hearts being procced, not bad, but at this point, Timbersaw, just not a very useful hero. I mean, he doesn't do that much damage with the spells anymore compared to the vast HP pools of these dire heroes. And Stalk Silver, as baller as he is unable to do enough damage at this point. And there's really nothing that he can do. That's just the design of the hero. He's designed to be an early mid-game hero, to do huge burst damage you can't really prevent, except for buying, you know, huge HP items. And then late game, he's just a tanky utility kind of guy. He's not going to be doing the damage, unfortunately, just because the numbers aren't there. The raw numbers are not there. 2 Raxes down. The Radiant team now are not looking too hot. The game definitely going back and forth quite a bit. Spectre disconnecting certainly does not help. Did the Radiant team throw away a winnable lead? I think if they were a little bit more aggressive in pushing up the Raxes, they could have possibly taken Raxes and then, you know, kind of rode that into a later game victory. I think if they did that, then things could have gone a lot differently, but yeah, I guess in that sense they kind of did throw away a lead. But at the same time, they don't really have the carry that they need. I mean, Spectre has items from 45 minutes into the game, and it is almost 80 minutes into the game. No heart yet, although, I mean, points are trying, but it's simply not enough. The damage from the Radiant team is still there. They're just taking very scattered fights, and I guess they kind of have to. I mean, Darkseer and Lich, their ultimates still do a lot of damage. Narcosis is going to jump right in, but this Darkseer is nigh unkillable. He's tankier than Stalk Silver, and that's saying something. I might get burned at the stake for that, because that's hearsay. Although, well, this might be good for the Radiant team. Going to get a free pick on Misa, but the Chain Frost is going to hit on so many... No, it's not. It's going to just go to Viper and just fizzle out. As per usual, Narcosis, you need to split. He's going to jam the R button right now. He's going to get it off. He should be fine. Misa going to drop. Slayer is going to drop one wall. Going to vacuum everyone back with the wall. Not really doing too much this fight. Stalk Silver still in the middle of everything, and the split is happening. Slayer is going to get stunned first by the Earth Panda. Another wall is going to get dropped, but there's no vacuum available. He's going to die before he can vacuum anyone back. Here comes the Spectre. He is in this fight, but he has to retreat immediately because of Monster Kill's monstrous damage output. Stalk Silver still on the sidelines, going to throw out as many chakrams as he can. Gem is on the floor, and the Brewmaster is going to return to his original form. He does have quite a bit of health, and Dante is going to drop to the pure damage of Stalk Silver. Monster Kill also on the run, finally using his static charge on himself, but Will MXD is back for a little bit more help, and Stalk Silver showing why he is known as the Stalk Silver. Going to kill everyone, but unfortunately, their tier 4s are under attack, so they cannot really push into this with Stalk Silver. Someone has to defend that, and I guess it might as well be the hero of the game. In the meantime, the rest of the team going to try to push up this mid lane and try to take a set of Raxes. They can take these Raxes. These are vulnerable Raxes if they just walk right in and focus the Raxes. Buybacks. Are there any buybacks? Yes. And yes. No, there's no buyback on Tiny. 2200. But Darkseer should really buy back. Sophic, let's see if he can get a kill on the Spectre. Spectre's still fairly soft, actually. He's just going to walk over right away. Walk on out of there. But Spectre, don't go too far because we need to take these Raxes. Hex Hunt to Narcosis. And IP address, come on, man. Focus the Raxes. Focus the Raxes. You can still focus the Raxes. Clap. No, it's all the Brewmaster. Wow, this is... Where is... Come on, man. What are you scared of? A Blink Flame Break? Come on. Now Brewmaster is going to get chased down, but he's going to be just fine. Mid-Rax is taken. In the meantime, Stalk Silver holding everyone at bay because he has unlimited regeneration. But Blink out. Blink out. Oh, perfect timing on the Blink. Or I guess, I mean, it's not perfect, but close enough timing on the Blink. Brewmaster going to get out of there alive. And, well, it ain't over till it's over. We just got ourselves a real match. 2 Raxes down as opposed to 1. And definitely the top and bottom Raxes that the Dire have claimed a lot more advantageous than the only mid Rax that the Radiant have claimed, not just because it is a 2 sets of Rax versus 1 set of Rax, but those 2 sets of Rax are annoying as hell to defend. Whereas for the mid lane, I mean, you have pretty easy access to the mid lane from either lane. If you're getting creeps pushed in from the top and the bottom, you have to split your forces across so much ground. It's really a pain in the ass. But game's not over till it's over. Razor looking to join the Heart Club, and Lich is not, unfortunately. That's a shame. Heart Club is Spectre joining the Heart Club? Oh, yes. Do it. We're handing out memberships. Buy now and receive a free gem. You did it, Spectre. Take another quick tally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Radiant team alone. 1, 2, 3 on the Dire with the fourth as a work in progress. This game is a heart game. You could tell. Excuse me as I drink more water. Here we go for the baller initiation. Does Monster Kill still have his Blink Dagger? He does. You can go straight for the Spectre, although now Spectre's not really an easy kill anymore. I mean, he's still an easy kill, but not that much of an easy kill. Oh, and IP address going to be the scouting Viper that he is. Him in last game going to prepare for the ambush of a lifetime onto Dante. Is the Chain Frost going to get out this time? It is, and it's actually going to do a little bit of, well, it's going to do a little bit of work actually this time. The vacuum is there with one wall as well. So much damage from these illusions coming out onto the Radiant team. Stock Silver even dropping low. Who could have seen that one coming? Narcosis going to jump right in for a delayed initiation, but the Fire Panda instantly annihilated. Storm Panda on the run as well. Earth not going to last too long either with minus 12 armor on it. Holy crap. Vacuum not going to do anything, but the Panda is going to die regardless. And the Darkseer is just going to simply win the Dire team the game. I mean, it doesn't matter if they don't necessarily have enough right-click power, although I think they do at this point. The Wall of Replica plus the Vacuum and such a clustered fight and 2 hearts on this guy. Jesus. That is definitely enough to win you the game. But Stock Silver, he's not going to go down without a fight. He's got 16 charges of his Bloodstone and he's pissed. Although he can't actually kill anything right now. Last game, getting beaten to death by a giant tree. Stock Silver going to get constantly perma-hexed. And, I mean, he's unkillable, but he can't really do anything. As I say that, as he kills Tiny. No, don't go that way. Go forward. Go for the throne. Go for the kill, guys. It's your only chance. They have 3 down. If you all just group up mid, just YOLO push and win the game. Viper looking to join the Heart Club. Yeah. I don't think this game is going to end well for the Radiant. They don't really have... I mean, they kind of do have the means. They still do have a lot of heroes that do damage. They just... A lot of that damage is getting returned right back to them because of the Darkseer. They have to isolate the Darkseer and kill him. He does have buyback, though. Or he doesn't, actually. He spent money on another heart. Because why not? So you isolate the Darkseer and kill him. Your problems are pretty much solved. I mean, Chain Frost is being mitigated, and I mean, it's not doing that much damage at this point anyway, so... God, says Monster Kill. Or gods. Can we end this game, or when is this game going to end, I think? I don't know, once again, I don't speak Spanish. But we're going to try. Stock Silver is still going to carry his team. And they have lots of damage right behind him. So Timbersaw right now has just got to play a distractionary role. And Darkseer has to mess up his wall combo in order for the Radiant team to win. Oh, Batrider. Batrider is going to get stunned with the Abyssal and the Viper Strike. There goes Sofnik. Goodbye. In the meantime, Stock Silver going to play a 1v2 game because why not? He's a baller like that. He goes where he pleases and he does what he likes. Last game, ooh, almost got the stun, or the hit for the chance to stun. Top lane being breached by the Radiant with the Batrider down. This is the big chance for the Radiant to take Mega Creeps. But here comes Misa. Chain Frost is going to do absolutely freaking nothing. Last game going to take so much damage, though. He has the Heart Club membership, but it's simply not enough. He needs another 3 hearts. And will MXD not willing to jump into that. He has an item flying out to him. Manta Style? No crit. Look at that. Going for the big right clicks, even though he's not really going to survive long enough to do any right clicking. No Raxes are being taken at all because everyone's kind of split pushing and doing their own thing. Wall 1 gets dropped. This perfect opportunity for the Radiant. Just slide up to the top lane, take that. It's going to force him to use his Refresher Orb and drop another wall, but you know what? Once he does that, that means that they're no longer in the team fight. So the Radiant actually very, very far behind in momentum, but they're definitely not out of it, as I said before. They do have enough damage to recover from this. Just the momentum is definitely against them. Stock Silver, though, he doesn't give a shit about momentum. He's going to go straight in. 1v2. Why not? Bring on a third one. He could take them all. This is not what you want to do. This is absolutely not what you want to do. Wall is down. Vacuum has already happened. Haunt's going to come in. Last game on the run. He is not going to make it out alive. Dante's going to look for another Chain Frost or Frost Blast or something. He's not going to get it. He's going to mech up and use Chivas. He's going to die to the Radiance of the Spectre. He's actually doing a lot of damage sitting there in the dispersion, and Narcosis is actually going to kill his ally. Split is going to happen at such an inopportune moment. Stalks over, though, still sitting in the middle of everyone, taking a huge amount of damage. Doesn't have those reactive armor charges, as I said before. Monster Kill, though, is going to go down to this Brewmaster if he just tosses another rock. How much damage does this actually do? 100 damage? The rock is going to hit, but it's not going to be in time. IP address still around, but keep in mind that it is still a absolute 3v4 Slayer. Could actually turn this one around. Stalks over, going to try to help his ally. Just turn around, Viper, and fight him. You cannot run away from this. He's going to get Hex. Going to try to juke him around. Batrider's coming in, but Narcosis is here to slow down that Batrider. But here comes Misa, and this damage output from the Razor, although it's not too huge, is going to get definitely a lot larger as he drains damage from Narcosis. This Brewmaster is hitting for literally nothing at this point. He will hit you and heal you for 6 damage. Stalk Silver going to try to get away from that fight. Narcosis is going to slip away as well, though the slowing is not going to be enough. Wow, interrupted mid-Timber Chain. Narcosis is going to dive right in once again for Snowflake. Timbersaw going to buy back into the game, even though he would have had like a 5-second respawn timer. IP address has returned. Misa is going to get slowed down. Stalk Silver going to boost travel himself right back into this fight. Misa is going to get brought down. Monster Kill has returned to this fight as well. Narcosis is going to blink straight forward, unfortunately getting stunned by the craggy exterior. Stalk Silver can do as much damage as he can with that Chakram, although throwing it a little bit too far. He's going to try to body block Monster Kill with the slow from the Viper. This could be the death of the Tiny for the second time, I believe. Does he have buyback? Yes, he does. He revived just from the good old revive timer. One wall gets dropped. Slayer going to vacuum everyone back. Does he have a Refresh Orb? No, he does not. It is not available to him right now. Monster Kill can dive right in for Narcosis, who gets Hex in the Tier 4 towers. That's not where we want to be as any hero, let alone a Brewmaster. With no split, Stalk Silver still very, very high on HP, and the actually mana pool of Viper is empty, so this Viper is now pretty much useless. Everyone's got to fall back from here. They've been fighting for so goddamn long, but they cannot make anything happen. Oh, wait, or can they? We have Will MXD back into this fight. He's going to get stunned immediately, but his damage output, let's see if he can turn anything around. He's going to haunt right back in and then tuck tail and run. Classic Spectre move right there. Not enough damage. In the meantime, bottom lane, top lane, both pushing out, but the Radiant team are fighting pretty hard. I mean, game's still not over yet. My God, says Monster Kill. I agree. I'm going to get more water. My cup's almost dry. It's 49 to 45. I think this might be the best game of Dota to ever be played anywhere by anyone ever. Mostly because of this man. He shall lead his people to victory. Mark my words. Spectre still, unfortunately, not up in the top half of the gold per minute chart. That's a shame. This Bound Hunter needs a butterfly. I don't think there's there's an MKB on Viper, but that's about it. So butterflies would actually be pretty useful all around for everyone. This butterfly is really good, especially on this Spectre, but Spectre is poor. Okay, here we go. This is the final push. If they lose this decisively, they lose the game. If they win this decisively and take Raxes, then they win the game. Let's see how the defenses of the Radiant team hold. Stalk Silver immediately in the middle of everything. IP address is here as well, but the Raxes are just getting focused. There's the blink forward. Chain Frost is going to fly out as well. Once again, not doing much of anything. Stalk Silver, they're getting pulled so far back out of his base. He has all the charges of reactor arm, but he's all alone. He has the Timber Chain out of there. There he goes. Narcosis is in the mix with the split. He's going to try to get it out. Where's the split? Already 2 down, though. Tiny as well as Lich. This might be a decisive loss for the Dire team. It's going to be 3 down as the Viper is going to clean up with a double kill. And now it's time for a Doom push. Narcosis holding his split. Actually, the fight went better without the split. I mean, who could have seen that one coming? I definitely wasn't expecting it. But now is the time to Doom push in. So much stuff, I suppose, wasted on the Timbersaw. There, I guess most importantly, there was no Darkseer in that fight. Darkseer was not in that fight, yeah. I don't think he was in that fight. Was he in that fight? I don't think he was. He wasn't in that fight. He couldn't have been. No. Because then they would have lost. Now, Darkseer and Razor, is there any buyback on the map? I know Tiny already bought back. He doesn't even have the gold to buy back either. So this is going to be a 5 versus 2 situation. One wall gets dropped. Where's the vacuum? There's the first vacuum. Refresher has already been used. He messed up. He used that to actually get the wall out. Slayer is taking a huge chunk of damage, and the Illusions actually not doing too much to the Radiant team this time. There goes the Darkseer, and now Misa is on the run. Is there a slow? Yes, Viper lands 1 tag of the Shadow of the Poison onto Misa, and that is going to be enough to do him in. Will MXD with the kill secure. Slayer, though, buying back. He has 4,000 HP, and he is pissed. Blue's going to teleport straight in after killing off Roshan. Is he? Yes, he is. But can they just end the game already? Because Lich and Tiny are almost up. Batrider as well. Where is Blue? Yes, he just doesn't want to walk through this wall, but he's going to have to walk through it anyway. Stock Silver trying to fight off the tanky Darkseer, but really, these heroes do so little damage but have so much health. Narcosis wants this game to end. He's going to call for the towers to be destroyed, but the Dire team starting to be revived. Chainfrost's going to fly, but there's a lot of creeps in here trying to try to mitigate that damage. That's of course going to get dragged away. The last game going to secure one tower. Chainfrost now wreaking havoc among the Radiant team. Aegis is going to pop, as well as Spectre going to go down. Buyback is there. Haunt not available, however. The Brewmaster taking a lot of damage. He's going to lose 2 of his Brewlings. He's going to try to take down the tower with his last one. Not going to happen. Last game gets revived because of the Aegis. He's going to die for a second time for sure. Yes. He is going to go down in the meantime in the base Slayer. Going to go toe-to-toe with WillMXD, but he's too tanky for the Spectre to handle. And the tier 4 towers have gone down. Mega Creeps are up, and I think that might be it. The Mega Creeps are too much, and Slayer is just too damn tanky. There's not enough right-click on this side. They need this Bounty Hunter to come in here and do the huge deeps, but he's not available. Viper is gonna secure the Darkseer kill, but the Darkseer essentially held 1v2 as my computer starts to die, but I think that's okay because this game is starting to end. Oh my god. Let me just cut this recording real quick. I think we all know what's going to happen. Alright, I'm just going to speed through the rest of it. Okay, no, I'm not. I think the lag has passed. But yeah, with Mega Creeps and the heroes they have now, the Radiant team can no longer hold against this. So 55 to 49. Looks like it's going to be your, useful ending score. It was a good attempt by the Radiant, but I think they might have been able to win if they just focused their towers, but they spent so much time trying to fight this double heart Darkseer with pipe. Good luck. You could try, but it's probably not going to work. But they're still fighting. All credit to them. AC going to try to be acquired by the Brewmaster. WillMXD. No Daedalus, no Mantistyle, not much of anything. And this game looks like it is going to be winding down to a close. Really, the Darkseer's team fight being the most important thing. Oh, god damn it, the lag is back. I think my computer is unhappy about this game length. Darkseer team fight really being the huge pivotal factor for the Dire team. You can see they got mopped over in this mid area when there was no Darkseer. But once there was a Darkseer, they were completely fine. I'm going to pause it once again. Alright, computer, breathe. You can do this. We're almost done. It's not happy. My computer's not happy. I apologize, guys. But they're going to try to group up for one more Doom push with 3 heroes. I think that's really the only thing that they could do. They have to Doom push, and they have to race the Mega Creeps and win a decisive team fight. It's a lot on their plate, and I don't think it's possible. But with Stock Silver, anything is possible. Think of how much more effective you'd be if you had a Hex. Probably not that much more. I don't know. He's nigh unkillable. Oh, real? Really? You're going to do this to me? There you go. Oh, there we go. And here's the fight in super slow motion because my frame rate is dying so thick. Gonna drag Narcosis straight in, but that's gonna help him get into a better position for the Primal Split. Chainfrost once again gonna be absorbed by a whole bunch of creeps. Wall number 1 gets dropped, vacuum back, not into many illusions, but the split does happen. Wall number 1 is down. Where is the Savior? He's up on the top lane, saving those lanes from the creeps. And the Brewmaster is slowly dying. Because he's running in circles. Intentionally or not. There he goes. Alright. And that should be it. Because my computer is really not happy about this. It's gonna riot. Start burning things. And that's the last thing I want right now. Just end it, Dire team. I can't even move my mouse anymore. I can. There it is. Frame rate lag. It's a beautiful thing. Just end it. And the thing's at half HP. Stock Silver gets hexed. Let's see if Stock Silver can withstand this onslaught. Probably not. He's tanky, but he is not as invulnerable as he would like to be. He ends his life with a whirling death, and then instantly buys back into the game. but Monster Kill is going to finish this game, and thus ends the supposed worst game of all time ever played by anyone ever. It was not the worst game played of all time ever. It was long, really long, but I've seen worse. That's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this cast, and I hope you, in your games, join the Heart Club as well. We will have hearts for you. Alright, I'm done. I can't look at this game anymore. Mostly because I'm at like 9 frames per second. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. If not, then let me know why. Other than that, GG. GG! I should get a chest for this.